and welcome back to the channel. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be sharing with you how to cut this stylish pinafore waistcoat or blazer. So if this is something you like, please don't forget to hit on the subscribe button. Let's dive right into today's video. First, we're going to start with drafting out our back pattern before we go over to the front pattern. And I've gone ahead to mark my shoulder to bust, shoulder to under bust, shoulder to waistline, and my top length. So for my top length, I marked about 5 inches after my waistline, which is not the same with the front measurement. So after that, I'll go ahead to mark my shoulder divided by 2, and I'll come down by 1 inch. From this point, the 1 inch point, I'm going to go ahead to connect it to draw a shoulder slope. From there, I'm going to mark my chest line or armhole line, which is my bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches, and I will draw a straight line at that point. So after that, the next step I'm going to take is to mark what I have on the shoulder there, and I will extend it all the way to the upper part of my shoulder. Now I'll place my tape and I will divide this by 2, and I will mark and come in by ½ inch. On my chest line, I'll go ahead to mark my bust circumference divided by 4, and I'm going to mark it. This will serve as a guide to draw out my armhole. I'm going to place my curved rule, connect to the armhole, and also connect to the upper part of the pattern. So after I'm done doing this, I'll just go ahead to use my marker to outline this to make it more visible for you to see. The next step I'll take from here is to go ahead to mark my dart intake, but before that, I'll mark my basic neckline of 3 by 1.5 inches. So at first, I mistakenly marked 3 by 3, and I'll go ahead to readjust it. After I'm done readjusting my neckline, now I'm going to use my marker to outline this. So we need that neckline to draw out the collar for the back. So now I'll be heading over to the lower part, and I will mark my dart. For my dart, I'm going to be marking my nipple to nipple divided by 2. My nipple to nipple is 7 inches divided by 2. I have 3.5 inches. And I'll go ahead to mark that, place my ruler, and I'm going to draw a straight line starting from my chest line all the way to the top length. For the dart intake, I'll mark ½ inch at both sides of my waistline, come down by 1 inch from the bust point. And I'm going to go ahead to connect and also connect at the other side of my pattern. Here, I'll come down by 4 inches and I will extend my dart all the way to the lower part and also repeat it at the other side. So after I'm done doing this, I'll go ahead to use my marker and I'm going to outline this. So this is what I have for the dart intake. Next, I'm going to be inserting my body measurement. I'm going to mark my bust circumference divided by 4 and add 1 inch for my sewing allowance. At the under bust, you don't need that, but we'll be using it as a reference point. I'll mark my waist circumference divided by 4, measure the dart intake, replace, and add my sewing allowance. Here, I'll mark my hip circumference and add my sewing allowance. So for this pattern, you don't need too much allowance. 1 inch is enough for this. So I'll just go ahead and connect this all the way to my top length. So I'll divide what I have at the armhole into 2 and mark. This is just to give it a stylish princess effect look at that point. But if you don't want this, you can just go ahead to cut out your pattern. All you do is to extend your dart lines all the way to the upper part of the shoulder. So after I'm done doing this, by the waistline, I'm going to be coming up by 2.5 inches. And I'm going to go ahead to connect it to the lower part of my pattern. So remember, what I measured for my top length is 5 inches. You can go ahead to use this or measure or use your own measurements. Now I'll just go ahead to outline this, and after that I'll be cutting out my pattern. But before that, I'll mark ½ inch at the waistline, extend it all the way up, and also extend it to the lower part. So whatever I mark or I took out from that side, I just replaced it a little from the waistline. But you can just go ahead and continue marking your pattern without adding that. So I'm just going to go ahead to extend this part at my armhole with ½ inch. This is because most times the center part, when you're joining it, might be slightly longer. So I'll just go ahead and I will cut out this pattern. So at this point, if you haven't yet subscribed, please don't forget to hit on the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and if you also have a question, also go ahead to leave it at the comment section. So after I'm done cutting this, we'll be cutting the front parts of the dress, and we also need the measurement of the neckline of this dress at the back to cut out the front part. So here is my front pattern, and if you notice, I have about 4 inches on top, and here I also have about 4 to 5 inches in front. So after that, I went ahead to mark out my basic measurement just like we did for the back pattern. So after this, I'm just going to go ahead to start with marking my dart intake. And to mark my dart intake, I'm going to mark my nipple to nipple divided by 2, which is 3.5, and I'm just going to go ahead to connect. So my actual nipple to nipple is 7 inches divided by 2. That will give you the 3.5 that I'm marking on this pattern paper. So remember that this pattern is also meant to be on fold, so we are going to be using this to cut out the 2 sides of the front. So after that, I marked ½ inch on both sides of my waistline for the dart intake, and I extended it all the way up and marked it to the lower part of the pattern. So if you notice, the front pattern is slightly longer than the front pattern because the front pattern is slightly longer than the back pattern with 1 inch because of the little stylish effects at the hemline. So here I'll go ahead to mark my bust circumference divided by 4 and add my 1 inch sewing allowance. This is a blazer. So coming down to the waistline, I'm going to mark my waist circumference divided by 4, and I will go ahead and measure the dart intake. After that, I will replace it, then add my sewing allowance. Moving over to the lower part, I'm going to go ahead to mark my waist circumference, my hip circumference divided by 4, and I'll add my sewing allowance. So here I'm just going to go ahead to connect my pattern all the way from the upper part to the waist and down to the top length. So this is what I have at this point. So the next step, I'll just go ahead to use my marker to outline this to make it more visible for you to see. And then we are going to work on the other side of this pattern. So to start on the other side, we are going to start with the neckline of this pattern. So I'm going to mark a basic neckline of 3 inches at that point. So after I'm done marking, I'll bring this back neckline and I'll go ahead to measure it. So what I have is 3.7 inches. I'll place my tape and slant it a little and mark 3.7 inches and connect it back to the neckline. And after that, I'll mark out 0.25 inches and I'll reconnect. This is to make sure that your collar sits very well. And after that, for the length of the collar I'll be using is 3 inches. So from here, I'm going to place my tape and mark my shoulder to under bust. So from that point, I'll go in by 2.5. That is my shoulder to under bust point. And I'll place my tape again and mark my shoulder to under bust point. So from the line that we have at this point, I'll be coming out by 2.5 inches also. We went in by 2.5 inches and I'm also going to come out by 2.5 inches, and I'll just go ahead to connect. So this is what I have on this point, and now I'm going to go ahead to connect from my neckline all the way to that initial 2.5 inches we went in, and also the shoulder to under bust measurement. So after I'm done connecting, for the collar, I'll be measuring 3 inches and I'll be using this all the way to the lower part. So you can decide to use this or use more than this. So from this point, I'm going to come up by ½ inch and I'll tilt my tape this way and I will reconnect. So this is what I have for this part. So for the collar, you can just go ahead and cut it out and reattach it when you're sewing, or you can cut it together while you're cutting the dress. So I'll just go ahead and connect the dot and mark. So this is what I have at this point, and I'll use my marker to outline this to make it more visible for you to see. So after that, I'll go ahead and measure the 2.5 inches and I'll be taking it all the way down. So from the waistline, I'll come down by 1 inch, and I'll still mark my 2.5 inches. Go ahead to reconnect. So starting from the waistline, I'll reconnect it to that 1 inch we came down from the waistline, and I'll mark about ½ inch at near my nipple to nipple line, and I'll reconnect it to the lower part. So after that, I'll come up by 3.5 inches here, and I'm going to reconnect. So if you're wondering why I came up by 2.5 inches, sorry, 3.5 inches at the back, I came up by 2.5 inches. So I told you when I was cutting this out, I added additional length to this pattern, which is 1 inch. I added additional 1 inch to the front pattern. So instead of coming up by 2.5 inches at the front, I came up by 3.5 inches. This is to make sure that my waistline at the front matches my waistline at the back. And after that, I'll just go ahead and reconnect all my pattern. So going to the armhole area, you can decide to just leave it straight or connect it to the upper part of your shoulder. But since I marked the armhole area at the back, so I'll use the same method here. I'll just give it a little stylish princess dart cut at the front part. So I'll just go ahead and divide my armhole into 2, and I'll go ahead to reconnect my pattern, add ½ inch by the side, just in case the center piece is slightly longer when you're adding. And I'll just go ahead to use my marker to blend it out. So this is what I have after I'm done cutting here, and I'll also connect it to the armhole area. After that, I'll just make a dot to indicate the button on the blazer or pinafore waistcoat. So this is what I have, and the next step is just to go ahead and cut this out. So I'll just cut out the dart and follow the princess dart effect we have at the armhole area of this dress or pattern. So when you're cutting out the collar area, you can go ahead and cut it together, or you can decide to cut out your collar and join it when you're sewing. So with this, we have come to the end of today's tutorial, and if you find this video very interesting and educative, please don't forget to hit on the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and also join us in our next video. So this is me closing and opening up the collar to show you that you can also cut it as one piece, or you can just cut it out. So see you in our next video. Thanks.